You've probably seen in Technicolor before on big films. Many of us associate colour film with being a Technicolor film, but Technicolor is just a brand, and it wasn't the first company to start making colour films. That being said, Technicolor were the first to reproduce a stable, clean and realistic good quality image that served as the foundation of colour film. Colour in film dates all the way back to the beginning of cinema and even much earlier in photography due to many different experimentations, whether these being hand-painted, single solid colour dyed, or additive and subtractive colour. Technicolor was actually the first successful and commercial two-strip colour process, which was made possible by red and green alternating filters spun in front of the camera capturing different colour exposures on colour-sensitive black and white film. It was processed normally. In order to project Technicolor, it had to be projected through alternating red and green filters, in order to trick the eye into blending the images together. This had to be fast, so it was captured and played in twice the old industry standard of 16 frames a second, resulting in 32 alternating colours per second. Many viewers often claimed headaches after their Technicolor experience due to colour flickering caused by fast movement of objects, when frames did not overlay in the same position. Technicolor's downfall was that they found it impossible to reproduce blue colours. Oftenly they would design sets and costumes in order to exclude blue. Technicolor came along and introduced a 3-strip colour process. Light entering the camera would be split between a prism onto 3 black and white film strips, each to be colour processed separately. Running 3 film strips made it loud and impossible to record clean sound. Their solution was to make a blimp to encase the camera, which brought the overall weight of the camera to about 400 to 500 pounds in weight. This made it impossible to move the camera into tight areas or achieve high angles without special lifting equipment. Having a colour prism also meant the camera took in a third of the light to each film strip. More sensitive film was impossible to produce at the time without introducing loads of noise on the image. The only result was to increase the amount of light on set. People on the set of The Wizard of Oz suffered with permanent eye damage and worked in 37 degrees Celsius heat due to the light. Technicolor was also an expensive and restrictive company to work with, because if you wanted to use a Technicolor camera in your film, you had to rent the whole package. This included the camera crew, sound crew, film processing, and colour consultancy. The Wizard of Oz claimed to be the first major Technicolor film in 1939. A few other feature-length films filmed entirely in Technicolor did come before it though, but it was actually Walt Disney's Silly Symphonies to be the first to record in Technicolor, and his 8-minute episode Flowers and Trees in 1932. Every Silly Symphony after that was recorded in Technicolor. Frequent use of Technicolor cameras came to an end in 1952. But we still see the name on many films because the company branched out into processing and printing film. The last major film to use Technicolor was The Godfather 2. Although the cameras did make a resurgence from 1978 to 1933, after being acquired by Beijing Film and Video Lab in China. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to Honeybear for more content. I'm Ryan, and thanks for watching.